Okay, well, hello Silver Surfers. Here's our little reminder of how to send a very simple e-Christmas card. We're going to send it by email. First of all, you notice that I've got my browser open. I've got the Google page here, and I'm going to pick up my I'm going to go to my Gmail. I'm coming here first. That means I am logged on, and I'm going to go. You'll notice a number of things up at the top here. I'm going to select Drive, which takes us through to the page where we can create our Christmas card. What I've got here is a list of documents that I've created in the past. You won't have as many as this, I guess, but don't get confused about it. It's just a list of documents. The most important thing to concentrate on right now is this button on the left here, which says Create. If we click it, you'll see it allows us to create a number of different things. Document, presentation, spreadsheet, form, drawing, folder and more. We don't need to be bothered about anything else, anything on the more list, because what we want is here, this drawing command. So I'm going to click that, and that's going to give us the ability to create a drawing. This drawing is going to represent our Christmas card that we're going to send by email. When you first get it up, it looks like you've got a sort of checkerboard effect on it, white cells and little grey cells. Don't worry about that. That's not how it will look when you send your Christmas card. This is just a way of representing something which is blank and not white. Right, so here's our Christmas card space. I'm going to start by putting on here a picture which represents a Christmas scene that I want to send on the card, and to do that I'm going to go to the Insert command, which is this one up here, and I click on that, and it gives me a number of options of things that I can insert, and I'm going to select from that image. And when I've selected image, I get a number of ways that I can insert an image. I want us to go to the one right at the bottom of the list, which says Search, and we might look at the others at another time, but at the moment let's click the search box, and it gives us a Google search, and here we can put in our keyword which is going to find us the picture that we want. I'm going to say let's have a snow Christmas scene. See what we get. Okay, these look quite interesting. We can have a little scroll up and down it. There's some lovely scenes on here, and as Maureen did last year, you can always take your own picture if you manage to catch a nice snowy scene outside your house. That looks lovely. Let's have that one. So we select it there, so it gets a blue surround on it, and then we click the select button, and after a minute or two, or a few seconds really, it appears on our card. This one already has the greeting Merry Christmas, but I'll show you how to add that kind of text. Let's decide that we're going to actually fill the card with this picture first of all. You notice it's come in the middle of our card, and if we sent it like that, the card would just have a white surround. There might be reasons why we'd want to do that, but in this case I'm going to take this up into the top left hand corner here just by holding down the left button and dragging it, and then I'm going to pick up this corner here. Notice how that changes. If I want to drag the picture, I get that symbol. If I want to pick up the corner and move it, I get the two arrowheads. So I'll bring that down to fill my it's not going to quite fill it, is it? It's not quite the right shape, but we can do something about that because we can change the shape of our paper. There we go. So that's our card, and we've got a scene on it, and it already says here Merry Christmas, but I want to put some of my own wording on there, and there are two ways that I can do that. We go back to the Insert command, and we go Insert, and the first one we're going to pick up is not text box, which is at the top, but word art. And here I'm going to type in Happy Christmas Silver Surfers, and that gives me a box with text in it, and I can put the text where I want. I'm going to put it across the top like that, and I'd like it to stand out a bit more, so I think I'll change the colour of that. Now, to change the colour when you've used word art, you need to fill the colour, and this little symbol here does that. So let's change the fill colour to a really bright yellow, and you notice it's got a black surround. We could change that if we wanted. Let's have a look at it again. There's the colour of the line that surrounds it, so we could put a blue colour around that. Yeah, that seems okay. So there it is, the colour and the position that I want, but actually I think I'd rather have a different font. So I'll come here, and one that we got on with very well the other night in our live session was this Corsiva font. Yeah, but that doesn't look so good with the blue surround, so I think I'll just make the surround yellow as well and extend that a little bit because it's a smaller font. And there we go. That's the heading on the top of our card, and this card will appear like a flat card when we send it. It's not like the folded Christmas card that'll stand up on your mantelpiece. This is a card to be sent by email. So I'm now going to put some text in using the other method. I'm going to pick up where it says text box this time, and I get a little cross on my cursor, and that's just saying to me, draw me a text box. So I'm going to now type into the text box. We'll do it without a capital. So now that's going to say from me, and surely it does. But again, the colour is not really going to stand out well on this card, so let's change that colour, and we'll change it. I think we do it here this time. Text colour. Yeah, let's have a look. We could take that. Yeah, that's the test of it. It definitely is that command, and we'll put that down there. We'll justify it, and we'll change the font. I think we'll have a nice how should we have it? Well, this Corsiva font still looks good to me. There we go. And that's a nice size now too, but I'll just, for the sake of tidiness, reduce the size of the box. But we won't see the box when we're ready to send the card. So there we go. That's the card basically completed. Now, while we've been working on this, Google has been kindly saving it away, but it's been saving it as this title here, Untitled Drawing, and I don't really want that because of all my list of documents. I won't be able to identify this easily, so I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to name it Email Christmas Card. And so when we now look on the top of the list of my documents, we should see something that says Email Christmas Card. Let's now close that and go back to the list of documents, and there it is at the top, and let's just check it to prove that I haven't got things wrong here. Everything that I did was saved without me having to actually issue a save command. So there it is. It's as simple as that. That's the creation of it. Very simple. Now, if we then look at we want to email it, we look at the file command. Don't get tricked by this thing up here that says share, because that really works best if you're sharing it with somebody who has a Google account, and it really just shares this document with them without emailing it. Now, what we really want to be able to do is to email it as an attachment, because that means we can send it to people who don't have Google accounts, and I'll show you that as we do it now. So here's the first thing. I click on that and it tells me it's going to attach it as a PDF file. Don't need to worry too much about what that is. It's a very normal form of sending documents. We'll look at some of the options in a minute. But I'm going to send this to Paul, and notice I'm going to send it to his Yahoo address, and the title is in here, a email Christmas card, and I'm going to say inside the message, here you are, Paul, an example Christmas card for our silver, whoa, don't do it like that, John, silver surfers. Now I also want to check that it's been sent, so I'm going to tick this little box here that says send a copy to myself. So now Paul should get one, and he'll get a PDF document, and I'll send a copy to myself, and I should be able to see exactly what he gets. So here we go, and that's the job done. Of course we want the proof of the pudding, so let's close this down. Let's close down Google Drive. Well, no, let's not close it, let's just open the tab. Here's the tab, and there it is to me, email Christmas card. Let's have a look at it. Fine. Now when you check these things, don't click that, because that takes you back to where you've just been creating it in Google Drive. What we want to do is to view it. So I click on view, and there it is. Okay, let's now close that, because the other thing that we could do is we could download it, and that we could then bring onto our desktop. It will, of course, if you just download it, it'll go into your download folder. So that's how people will see that. Let's just do one other thing. Let's go back here to our email Christmas card. There it is. And now let's have a look at emailing it. Some people say, well, what is a PDF? How do I know they're going to be able to see the PDF? Well, this time let's send it as a JPEG image, and let's see the difference. There shouldn't be a visual difference. I'll send this one straight to myself, because otherwise Paul will be getting fed up with receiving loads of copies of the same card, and this is just a test of the JPEG format card. I don't need to click this because I'm sending it directly to me. So here we go, send, and there should now be a Christmas card in my email. Here it is. Right, well, there's the obvious difference, that if we send it as a JPEG, it's a visible picture within the email. That's quite nice, really. And then if we click on it, it makes a it just views a JPEG like it would view any JPEG. So that's good. So there we go, folks. It's as simple as that. Let's hope that we're all going to be able to enjoy sending e-Christmas cards to our friends and family this year. Go for it.